I figured out how to work it well enough, but only occasionally did I brew significantly better coffee than that diner back in high school did. Then one day my friend Andreas, who is now my husband, came over and saw I had a manual coffee maker. He happened to be a barista, and seeing that I had never invested any time in learning how to use the device properly, he showed me a couple of easy ways to improve my brew. As it turns out, coffee, when brewed manually, can be controlled and even manipulated for best results every time. For me, this was a revelation. By the time Andreas and I moved to Chicago after graduate school, independent roasters and cafes had been thriving for years, and it was easy to sample coffee made with high-quality beans from around the globe and brewed on any of several different devices. This coffee was flavorful, smooth, and full, a far cry from my first black cup. Most people recognize that diner coffee often leaves much to be desired and turn to chains like Starbucks and Peet's for better alternatives. For many people, their first exposure to smooth, flavorful, high-quality coffee takes place at a small, independent cafe. They then try to make the same coffee at home, but somehow it never tastes as good as it does at the cafe. From there, it's hard to know where to turn. The internet, with its depths of overwhelming, conflicting information, can make it difficult for home coffee brewers to learn how to improve. Then there are baristas, who can cause a different kind of hesitation. The coffee world uses a lot of jargon, and as in any new community whose members talk to each other in code, it can be intimidating to approach a professional with questions, especially in the coffee industry with its unfortunate, although often undeserved, reputation for snobbery. Today, many baristas are working to change this perception. Still, certain assumptions are often made in the professional coffee realm. This is the way coffee should taste. This is the way to make it, and this is the way to think about it. In reality, there is no one right way for any of it, and insisting that there is doesn't do curious home brewers like us much good. We all appreciate good coffee, but we don't have to appreciate it in the same way. That being said, some professional brewing tactics may not be a good fit or even necessary for the home kitchen. Because we collectively know relatively little about why coffee does what it does on a scientific level, a lot of misinformation is out there, often in the form of techniques and practices that have little or no rationale behind them, and baristas aren't necessarily immune to it. This book is not written from the perspective of a coffee professional. It's written from my perspective, as a coffee lover and home coffee brewer who has heard it all from the coffee professional who lives with me. I don't make assumptions about your coffee knowledge, budget, or level of fervor. Instead, I realize that coffee enthusiasts exist on a spectrum, and that you will need to 1. Figure out where you fall on the spectrum, and 2. Make coffee decisions that reflect that. This book explores the full body of coffee knowledge and offers guidance, perspective, practical advice, and a healthy dose of my own informed opinion to help you make those decisions and develop your own preferences. My goal is to provide you with at least the baseline of knowledge you will need to forge a path toward your own perfect, delicious cup. Take what you want and leave the rest. How to use this book. This book is organized a bit differently than other coffee books. Chapter 1 contains what I consider to be the most important information when it comes to improving your brew at home. A solid grasp of the science of extraction and the factors that affect it. Understanding why coffee behaves the way it does means that when it comes time to brew, you will know how